Okay, wait, I have to say something. I have to say, got it. Okay.
Tonight you're mine
Oh.
completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you say that I'm the only one. But will my heart be broken when the night meets the morning sun? I'd like to know that your love is love I can be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, let me introduce to you my guest today. Welcome. Welcome to the Salisha Show. This might even be on Black Hair in the Big Leagues because he's extra special. But I
Oh, my
have
life is complete.
I have one of my best friends on the call today, and I'm so excited to introduce you to him. He's got a personality out of this world and a heart that is even bigger. I met him during one of my craziest, most isolated and lonely times during the pandemic. We met on Instagram. He invited me onto his Instagram show, his live stream, and we connected instantly. And I realized very early on how special this human being was. He was there when I was first meeting Andrew, my now husband, who he was our officiant for our wedding in New York City.
Which, by the way, if you listen to my Broadway Besties podcast, you will learn that Salisha forgot that I
Okay.
officiated
That
her
is
wedding.
not true. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, wait. He's the creator of BHL, Beverly Hills Lifestyle Magazine, and as he just said, the host of the viral podcast Broadway Besties with his co-host Amy. Please, you guys, help me give the warmest welcome to my friend Mark Kurian.
Hi, Salisha. How are you?
I'm
This is
doing
like
good.
I literally said this is like I'm winning an Academy Award. I get to be on the Salisha show. I'll like die. I could die now. I could
Uh,
die now. I can die.
You know what? You're so dramatic and so out of this world, but I know that you've asked me to sing that freaking song for you for so many times, and it never happened ever. So
Ever.
finally, it did. So,
Well, and that is the song that connected me to you because not to start this conversation off, so but my father died of Alzheimer's, and if you actually listen to the words of that song, it's "Will you still love me tomorrow?" And it actually took on a whole new meaning for me. I've always heard that song. I've always loved that song, but when I heard you sing that song for the first time, I just first of all I knew that we should be connected, and second of all, it just means the world to me.
dang it, Mark.
Dang it!
Dang it.
I'm sorry.
Actually, I have a question for you because I'm not sure I know the answer. When you first heard me sing it, was it in person or
In
was it
person on Broadway.
really?
Yes.
And
And
then,
here's the thing. You were not front and center. You were back right, behind someone singing that song. And my eyes would not get off of you. I didn't see anyone else on the stage. There was something about your light and just the energy and who you are that like literally everyone just, it was kind of like that moment in West Side Story when he's like, Maria,
Maria.
Salisha, I finally met a girl named Salisha. I mean, that was that moment for me.
Oh my gosh. That is really, you know what? That's really special. And I'm so glad that you reached out. You know, you have a gift, Mark, and I know that you know this, but I'm very curious. Like, and you might not even know how you do it because it's a gift. And gifts are something that comes so naturally to you and to everybody else. It's like, how does this person do that? And the person who's doing it is not even thinking about it because it's a gift. Like, it's just so inherent. But you have this gift for connecting to people, connecting with people, and fostering relationships. I feel like you know how to like talk to anybody, everybody, and then to keep them in your life. How the heck did you go from you saw me from the audience to officiating my wedding?
Do you doing the intro and the outro of Broadway Besties? There's a lot of connections between us.
There's so many. Like I do have so many questions for you. Like you have so many friends in the industry and then you started this viral podcast. How did you do that?
Well, let me answer the first question first.
Okay.
Because you're asking a lot of questions.
I know.
Not remember the questions. So let me answer the first one first. I love people. I love people. And I don't know if this really means anything because I don't really follow astrology too much, but I'm told that because I'm a Cancer, we are gushy. You know, we're inside, we're gushy, and outside, we're really hard. Once you get to my gushy center, I am yours for life. Now, that's a great thing, and it's also not such a great thing. I have been absolutely given my entire life to someone, and then, you know, as a friend, and then it gets turned on me, and then, you know, I've lost a lot of friends, right? And I love the quote that says, "Everyone's in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime."
Yeah.
Sometimes those people that are in your life for a reason or a season, you think they're there for a lifetime, but they're not, you know? So, but to go back to the question, how do I do it? It's because I love people and I've always believed in the golden rule, treat people the way you want to be treated. And I love when someone reaches out to me randomly. And I love when someone sees a quote or a meme or something and they think of me and they message me. So because of that, I try to do that for others.
You
And Mama
do.
always said, and I'm not from the South, but I feel like I should say this with a Southern accent.
Oh my God.
Mama always said, I've never met a stranger. No, I have not.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, aren't you from Beverly Hills? Wait, where are you from?
I was born in Mexico City.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
you knew this. Salisha, we've actually gone through this like probably 32 times, and every time it's the same
I like
reaction.
hearing I like to pretend like it's my first time every time. That's how I can do an 8 show week. So
I love it. I love it. No, yeah. So I was born in Mexico City. Family. I have my father's side is from Mexico. Um, and then when I was young, we moved to Beverly Hills, and then lived in Beverly Hills and Orange County, Southern California, most of my life.
I feel like you have told me some wild, wild stories, even just like in like passing that I'm like, wait, did he like I have to check in with Andrew. I'm like, did he just say like Lucy? Lucy?
Yes, my great grandfather was very, very, very close to Lucille Ball. He was the head of studios, and he did I Love Lucy, and he did the Dick Van Dyke Show and The Greatest Story Ever Told. And so she has a very, very special place in our family's life. Like she is it's one of the things I'm like proud of, because my great grandfather obviously saw something and worked on something that is a legacy in
It's
our.
a legacy. Like it is and it was a legacy. Like the fact that I was a child watching something in black and white, like things were not in black and white in the 90s. And I Love Lucy. Like that is
The thing that makes me sad is I am learning that what is the new generation called, Gen Z?
uh-oh, yeah.
They don't know who Lucille Ball is. They don't know what I Love Lucy. which is making me really sad because I want to figure out a way to kind of bring. I mean, I don't know how you can bring back someone that's already so iconic, but I think it's
Right.
shows like I Love Lucy that we need to start going back to instead of watching Baby Reindeer and these shows that just, I mean, I love crime shows. Don't get me wrong. I love them. But I think every once in a while we need to split it up with a good, just lighthearted, funny I Love Lucy episode.
No, I totally feel that. And y- you know, y- okay, so here's the thing. With each generation, we have our pros and our cons. I'm not a Gen Z, I'm a millennial, and there's a lot of pros and cons with being a millennial. Obviously, I see most of the pros. But for Gen Z, a lot of my Gen Z friends, Mark, were born after 9/11. I'm like, oh my God, it hurts. Like,
Isn't
you have
that
to,
crazy?
that is crazy. They have to read about it in a textbook. I'm like, wait, what? But also, they can teach us a lot of things too. But I think that is an important concept that you bring up of like making sure history doesn't get lost, like the good stuff.
Yeah.
How
Well, and I think that like I have been over the last few months, when you go through tough times, right? Like it shows like I Love Lucy. It shows like, I mean, even Friends, right? Like some of these shows that like we think are modern shows are still not modern to people, right? But I go back to some of these shows and just belly laugh because I need it so badly.
mm.
And I
So
feel like Gen Z, they get everything within 30 seconds. It's TikTok, right? Like, so they actually don't even have the ability to watch a full half hour or an hour show without being on their phone. Like, they don't know what it's like to actually sit and watch and enjoy and laugh and not care about anything else in the world, not like literally put your phone away. Like, they're on their phone as they're watching. And I'm like, put your phone down. You just missed the funniest joke ever.
right. But you know what? I think that's kind of like bringing this back to theater, like this kind of one of like the beautiful things about theater. It's kind of you're sitting in this theater, not a movie theater. I'm talking about a live theater space where we first were in a space together, and you're kind of forced to not be on your phone unless you want somebody to be like, "Hey, turn that off."
Well, have Patty LuPone literally stop the entire production and say, "Get off your
I
phone."
literally wish I was in the audience for that.
You know what? It's funny because I love her for doing it, but I also think that like I've heard the other side where people are like, there's people that work at the, at the theater that are in charge of going up to people like that and saying, please put your phone away, and she shouldn't have stopped because she stopped it for everyone, right? Like, and
But if
yet
it's
I love that she
distracting though,
no, I'm saying I'm team Patty on this, but at the same time, I have enjoyed hearing the other side where they're like, no, there's people that are actually in the theater to make sure that people aren't on their phones. And but I am team Patty. I mean, listen, Patty LuPone could do anything and I love her.
I mean, honestly, but okay, so that brings me to my next question for you. How do you feel about, and this might be a controversial question because I
Oh
feel like
no.
the answer has been typically the same no matter what
I
over the
always put
decades.
I always put the toilet paper over the top, not
Wait,
under.
I do too. That's not what I was going to ask you. You're
Oh,
going to make me forget my question. How
okay,
dare
go,
you?
go, go, go,
I
ask,
do
go.
too. Okay, okay, okay. How do you feel about people filming in the theater?
Okay, so I'm really torn on this. I think that my quick answer is don't do it. My quick answer is get off your phones, put your phones down, all of that. Like that's my quick answer. But I also have been so blessed to be able to go to every Broadway show that I've wanted to be able to see every show and see some
I
of the
see what you're saying.
greatest out
Uh-huh.
there. And I don't know what the experience is to not have that. And I'm so blessed by that. And so I picture that little boy that was the same as me, that was like under his covers, like watching and thinking, you know what, that little boy, wherever he is, who's never been able to see a Broadway show, to be able to even catch a glimpse of these,
That.
means a lot to me. Now, with that said, I wish that some shows would literally before the show go, okay, when you see this red light, that's when you can pull up your camera and everyone can film for a second. And you know what I mean? Like that there's actual shows to actually do that.
Yeah.
So I'm very torn because I want you to put your freaking phone away. But I also think that there's something really special about where we are in today's world where we can, I mean, there's shows like Oklahoma and South Pacific that none of us will ever see the way that it was because we didn't have
Right. I completely agree with you. I think there's a privilege. I know you're not in New York City, but you have such access to New York City. I live in New York City, and when I want to see the original Broadway cast of something, I walk my butt down to the New York Public Library at Lincoln Center, and I check out the things, and I sit in the box. It's so old school. It's like so archaic. But I sit there and I watch with my little headphones, and I only get to watch it once. Like they have so many rules, but I get to see it. Now, if living like growing up in Fresno, I did not have access to that. I didn't have
Yeah.
access to Broadway. It's like when Six came from the UK to New York City, we all like I was in Beautiful at the time. Backstage, somebody played one song and everybody knew every word
Yeah.
because they allowed people to film the mega mix in London.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
So,
that's the thing. Like, I feel like, listen, I don't know. I'm really torn with that because I think that, and I'm not a Broadway actor, obviously, but I think that at the same time, if someone were to film me doing what I love to do, I would say, great, like, please, like, enjoy that later. So I don't really know why people get upset by it in the sense of like, I don't see the big deal. Now, if they're filming the entire thing and they are, you know what I mean, and they're being annoying and
yeah.
obnoxious,
But
yeah,
I
I
feel like
get that.
these kids these days, they're so stealth. They're like this. I honestly like, I don't know if I really like appreciated it until Once Upon a One More Time when I got like a bootleg of every character that I went on for. How on earth would I ever have that if there
Yeah,
weren't people?
100%. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like, again, like one of the things that I will tell you about Broadway and the people that I've met on Broadway and the Broadway actors and the directors and the writers and all that, they want to share. They want to share what they're doing, right? Like, and so I can't imagine. So I don't really know why the answer is don't do it, other than
That's how it's always been.
that's just how it's always been. And but at the same time, like I don't know. And maybe I'll get canceled for this question. Thanks, Salisha.
No, no, no. I definitely prompted this, and also I realized in this moment how I really feel about it because I hadn't really thought about it until this moment, and I kind of feel like it's an archaic. I think it's
But I know
archaic.
this is not the same at all, right? But all of our Christmas pageants, all of our high school shows, everything, our parents were filming us.
Yes.
And we weren't like, excuse me, everyone put your cameras away. My mother would have lost her stuff. She'd be like, no, I'm going to watch my son play Tevye, and you're not going to stop me. Like, my mom's not even a New York Jew, but I made her sound that way. But
Your mom is awesome.
she's amazing. But so I feel like even since we were kids, right, back in me the 80s, you in the 90s, um, our parents were filming us. We were, you know what I mean? Like and I guess like back in those days, yes, if you had a big camcorder, can't really bring
You
that into the
can't.
theater. I get it. Now our phones are, tiny, and so I don't see a problem with it.
Okay, so I'm glad that you're saying that because I kind of feel like you are, in a way, in a very big way, Mr. Broadway. Can we talk about your podcast? Can we please talk about your podcast? You and Amy?
Hey, I will talk about my podcast all day long.
Please, like how long had you been thinking about it before you're like, let's just freaking do this thing?
Amy and I have been talking about it for years. We talk about Broadway every time we talk. She's my best friend. I met her in line in Disneyland. I mean, the perfect place to meet your best friend. And she sang this like I don't even remember the song, but it was a song that no one should know. And I was like, that's from, and we knew instantly that we were like Broadway Besties.
Oh my God.
And so we have talked about it for years. We've said, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? And finally, I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. And what's the worst that can happen? Everyone
Right.
hates it, and we're
Or
done.
people don't listen. That's the worst that like could happen. And that is not what has happened with you.
It's not. But even if no one listened, we're having so much fun doing it, right? So,
It's obvious that you're having so much fun. I
oh,
didn't want it to end when you guys had me on. It was so fun. We were playing games. I was like, oh, wait, I want to go in again. You were like, well, that was it. I'm like, no. We have to keep playing this game. Give me another shot.
yeah. I mean, listen, I have a question for you. Ready? I'm going to give you, talking about games, I'm going to give you a little game right here. Ready?
Yes.
See how well you are with Broadway trivia.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What was the first musical ever to win Best Musical at the Tonys?
Wicked.
Wicked?
Okay, wait, give me, wait, is there a timer?
Everyone, she just said Wicked.
Okay, wait. Let me try again. Once on this island. Okay,
No.
okay. Candide? I gotta go way back to, Oklahoma.
No, but you're getting a little closer. I'll just tell it to you because I don't want you to embarrass yourself.
Something like it hot.
No, Something Like It Hot is what? It just came out.
I thought it was based
Based on a movie, not
okay.
on a Broadway show.
Just scratch that from the record.
Kiss Me, Kate.
Kiss me. Why do you think I was gonna know the answer?
I don't know, because you're a Broadway star. By the way, do you know what year was the first Best Musical ever?
1962.
Salisha, okay, we're cutting this all out. 1949.
Oh my gosh. You know what? My theater history class, I did get a C. And I was like a straight A student, but I got a C in theater history, so
You know what is the first Broadway show ever to hit $1 billion?
Hamilton.
Nope. Good. Now that was a good guess. I am proud of you for that guess, but that is not it.
Wicked.
No.
Book of Mormon.
No.
Oh, Lion King.
Yes, there you go. Yes.
Yeah, they've been around for like what, 85 years? It's been 85 years.
85 years. But yeah, Broadway Besties, we have fun. We play games and we talk about, we have some great people on. Our first guest was Salisha Thomas Weiss.
Wild. I'm so honored.
We had so much fun with you, and we've had some great guests since, and we're having some more come on. And we did a Tony recap. And again, like, what I love and what I'm loving hearing from people that are listening is that even if you don't know Broadway at all, even if you don't even like Broadway, people are still having fun with it. So that means the world to me.
Wait, say one of the comments that you said before we push record that they said about our episode.
Oh, so 3 comments that people said that are my favorite comments. Number 1, how did Salisha forget that you officiated her wedding?
I did not forget.
Yes, let me tell you, go listen to Salisha's and you'll hear her say, how did I forget that you officiated my wedding?
I think I was just trying to find my flow and I wasn't in it yet, Mark.
Excuses. Number 2, that Salisha reminds them of a unicorn that farts rainbows.
Not just a unicorn that farts. Just
Farts rainbows. 2 of the greatest comments. And then the 3rd was asking if I was married to Salisha. Now, if you know me and if you listen to the show, I am gayer than Christmas.
What do you call it? There's a name for it. What do you call it? I don't know if it's appropriate, but what do you say you're gayer than Christmas? There's a word that you use. Platinum.
I am a platinum gay, which means I have not done anything with a woman, and I was C-section, and I was not breastfed. So, like, literally nothing.
Oh my God, Mark. Oh
Nothing.
my God. Oh my goodness. I feel like this show just took a new height.
I'm telling you. I mean, if you want your show to go to new heights, we can make it happen.
Okay, let's also talk about the media empire that you built with BHL, Beverly Hills Lifestyle. Like, when did that happen?
So that happened back in 2007. Mom had started this website called Beverly Hills Lifestyle, and it was the cheesiest website in the whole world. Like literally you went to it and there was like golden gates and it was like Beverly Hills Lifestyle. I mean, it was like so bad.
I
And
love
I
that.
looked at it and I looked at the concept and I was like, we can turn this into a magazine. And so we did. And again, kind of like Broadway Besties, I was like, if I get one issue out of it, awesome. If it continues to go, and 16 years later, how many years is 2017?
Wow.
It's we've had some of the greatest covers. We've had Kristen Chenoweth, who has become a very close friend, who I just adore. We've had Nicole Kidman. We've had some
The
really great
Hilfigers, right? Or Tom?
Hill figures, yeah, who have become very close friends as well. And so it was my love letter to Beverly Hills, but it started becoming more international, started getting kind of recognition past just Beverly Hills. And so we became BHL. And so yeah, it's been fun.
Do you
It's
ever
been
get
fun.
scared to like start? I mean, I guess you kind of just answered that you're like you're telling yourself the stakes are low, but do you ever get scared to start these big things?
Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain.
Okay.
And so
Okay,
you just need
Mr.
to.
Poetic.
Well, no, that's not my quote. That's actually a quote, but that's how I
I
feel.
know.
Like, and and sometimes you get drenched, and sometimes you get hit by lightning, and sometimes I'm not saying it's like, but I've never regretted it. I've never had a moment of going, crap, I shouldn't have done that, because it's brought me to where I am today. Even though today might not be the best place I've ever been in my whole life, still has brought me to today. And today I'm sitting here talking to someone who I love and adore, and that is a good day.
What have you learned about yourself in between? Oh, we haven't even gotten into your self transformation journey, but through the years and the decades, the short decades, of course, that you've
Sure.
had on this planet, what's been like one of the most valuable lessons that you've learned about yourself?
So I learned this from Dr. Maya Angelou, who was a hero of mine. And she said this quote: I am a human being, therefore nothing human can be alien to me. And what does
Hmm.
that mean? That means that if another human has done it, so can I. And she also taught me that the power of the word is so powerful that words, if you could see them, they stick to your body, they stick to the walls.
Yeah.
And for us to have the audacity to believe that we can put words into this world and not see them turn into something is insane. I mean, not to get over spiritual, but I am a Christian. Yes, I'm a gay Christian, everyone, calm down. But I am a Christian, and in our Bible, it says, in the beginning, there was darkness, and then there was the word. So whether you believe that or not, the fact that a religion that is one of the top religions of the world believes that everything was created by the word, and we have that same word, we have that same powerful word to create. Guess what? Let's use our words to create amazing things in this world. And so the biggest thing I've ever learned was from Dr. Maya Angelou in her kind of masterclass, where she said, I am a human being, therefore nothing human can be alien to me. And the power of the word is so
What?
powerful.
Okay, you're saying so many things that my brain is literally exploding right now.
Well, then
If
don't ask the question. No,
if
I'm kidding.
another human can do it, so can I. Oh my God.
Well, and let me, she did this, Maya Angelou. Again, none of this is me. So don't think, oh, Mark, you're the smartest person. None of this is me.
You're the
But
smartest person.
let me challenge you on that, right? So do you believe that if another human being could do it, so can I?
Well, I don't think I've ever thought about it. I think I've thought the opposite, like, oh man, those are those people, and here am I over here. But, like, that's the way I got into Broadway, is that I saw, like, I, I saw something human happen on stage, and that made me feel like maybe I can do it too.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times people only look at the positive of that sentence, right? Like that positive of that quote, but like I ask people all the time, do you believe that quote? And they go, absolutely. And I go, okay, well, what happens when you turn on the news and you hear that a woman has killed 50 puppies? And could you ever do that? And they go, well, no, I couldn't. And I go, well, yes, you could, because you are a human being. Therefore, nothing human can be alien to you. But let's flip that
Ah,
on its side.
oh,
If
snap.
you can even internalize a portion of that negative of that quote, imagine what you can do with the positive. You, Salisha, can be the next Oprah. You, Salisha, can be the next Patti LuPone. You, Salisha, can be the next Gandhi if you wanted. If other human beings have done it, so can you. So if you can even internalize a portion of the negative, imagine what you can do with the positive.
Oh my good.
That's all quotes of Maya Angelou. That's not Mark Kurian.
Hey man, I wanted to use it was too niche, but I wanted our wedding hashtag to be and still I Weiss.
I love you so much.
And I got nervous when Andrew was like, I don't get it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, Andrew, I listen. Can we just take a moment to just love this man so much? And when I tell this story all the time, that I say I have this friend who is this beautiful, black, strong woman who is making life happen. And I remember talking to her about the man that she wants, and she wanted a strong black man
Oh my God.
that stood up for what he believed
An
and
afro, like in the
afro.
streets, black power. Like,
Yeah. And what did she get? A white man in khakis that thought that Patti LaBelle was a pie maker.
oh my God, I will never forget that brunch. They were like, Patti LaBelle, oh, that's the woman who makes the pies. And everybody at the table, except for Andrew, was like,
Oh, my life was, I nearly was like, if he ever proposes to her, I'm gonna have to not allow this, but of course I allowed
but
it.
then you
And
did. You married us. Mark,
yeah,
you married us.
that was one of the greatest privileges of my life, honestly.
No, we're honored because how many weddings have you officiated?
Over 50.
Over 50. I am so honored
I
that
actually think yours was the 50th. I think yours was the 50th wedding I did.
really? I thought it was like
Yeah.
53, honestly.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's just say it's 50. Let's just
That's
make you the
I
50th.
do like that.
Why
It
not?
was it went off without a hitch. I'm so I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that it worked out because you
We
with your
had so much
sparkly little blue shoes, you and the fact that I feel like we got to say vows like a bajillion times, which is my favorite thing. Like that's what all I wanted was to get to the vows, and I feel like you had us saying different versions of vows at least 3 times.
I was so nervous because listen, meeting your parents before the wedding, they are the most lovely couple. But when I tell you intimidating, like your mother, I don't know if she actually said this or if it was just in her eyes and somehow I absorbed it. You F this up, I will kill you. I guarantee she didn't say it, but
There's no way she's at least not
yeah,
like that.
no, but she loves her daughter, and your father loves his daughter so much that I literally was like, okay, if I screw this up,
You
I will
didn't.
never be able to see another day again.
You didn't. It was honestly the best day of my life. And I felt like everyone was preparing me to like, they're like, don't think that the wedding's going to be the best day of your life. Don't. And I never even had that thought that it could be because of all the people that were like, don't hype it up in your mind. Don't. So I didn't. And
What
guess
is
what?
wrong with people?
I don't
Why do people
know.
say that?
It was amazing. I had so much fun and you did such a beautiful job. I just love you. Mark, I love you.
I love you with my entire heart and my entire being. Like I have said ever since the moment I met you, you are the epitome of joy. You are the epitome of light. You are the epitome of everything that's good in the world has all come together into this one person, Salisha Thomas Weiss.
Oh,
Am I allowed
oh.
to say your real last name?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't. Well, I listen. I don't know. Like
Well, I've been going back and forth. Am I Salisha Thomas? Am I Salisha Weiss? Am I Salisha Thomas Weiss? I'm literally going to Social Security today to like officially change it. But I think my actor name is still Salisha Thomas. But I go by. I love when I get a note from a fan that says Salisha Thomas Weiss. What?
I want you to be Salisha Thomas Weiss.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of a long name. It's like,
doesn't matter. Even if it's Salisha, middle name Thomas, last name Weiss. However, I will say this. I've always thought that this whole last name thing when you get married is so silly and so antiquated. Like, I think when you get married, you just pick the cooler name. Like, if someone is like, a name that you hear all the time, like Smith, right?
yes.
Someone is like a name that you never hear, like Wakabalupu.
Okay.
You're like, oh, I want
Okay.
to be a Wakalabuku.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think you should be able to choose. I don't think it should be just the husband's name, right? Like,
I I do too. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of different thoughts on it, which is why I keep flip-flopping myself, but a lot of my friends are doing some like non-traditional things and it's so fun. It's like it's the generation where you just do what you want to do instead of being so this is how it's always been. Like it's time to mix it up. Like
well, like there's a girl in Orange County, that beautiful girl. Her name was Truly Gold, which I
oh,
love. Love that name. But she married Carrie S. Boring, and her name is now Truly Boring.
no, I don't believe you. You just made this
Look
story
it
up.
up look it up, look it up, type
No,
in,
I don't
type
believe
in
you that
Newport
her
Beach, type in Newport Beach. Wait, I'm going to type it in. Can I share my screen?
wait. I don't know. I am scared to share the screen. I don't
Newport Beach, Truly
what multiple
Gold Boring.
not her going from truly gold to truly boring.
Wait, how do I show you this? I don't even know
I
how to
just
show.
share I
Oh
don't
wait.
know.
Oh, wait. Oh, crap. Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, wait. I'll just do it on my phone real quick and I'll just show you, because that will be just as easy. Yeah, no one ever believes me. Yeah, she married Carrie S. Boring.
That
And
is that is so out. That is like made in a movie that is not a real story.
I know. Um, oh wait, I put Truly Hold. Truly Boring Hold.
Oh my gosh. Bride is truly boring. Groom will carry on. What? Oh, will carry. Wait, groom will
So
carry.
she considers herself the life of any party, but everyone knows she is truly boring. On September 17th, Truly Gold of Huntington Beach tied the knot with Carrie S. Boring of Balboa Island and legally took his name. Now people will always call her Truly Boring.
Oh my. It's stuff like that that I feel like you cannot make this stuff up. Like that is
Well, you thought I made it up.
I
You
did.
thought I made it
I
up.
did. I did. Literally 5 seconds ago I did.
5 seconds ago, you said, Mark, you made this up. It's cockamamie.
Oh, Mark, I love you so much. Before I let you go, I want to know what are you the most grateful for today?
I mean, it's cheesy, but honestly, right now in this moment, I believe that gratitude is about being in the present moment. So I am the most grateful right now for you. I am the most grateful right now for sitting here and talking with someone that is a true friend and a true, like, my heart song. I mean, you I do have a lot of friends, but you are one of those friends that like knows the song of my heart and sings it back to me when I've forgotten the words.
I'm gonna just make a book of all the things that come out of your mouth. How dare you?
Well, and
Oh,
here's the thing, none of them are of me, so don't worry about that. But I do remember quotes and I do love them, and I do believe that people do say some pretty powerful things, so I like to share them.
how can people find you?
Well, come to my house. No, I'm kidding. Uh, Online, I'm M as in Mark Kurian, Kurian, or Broadway Besties podcast, or
Follow both of those, y'all. They're both great.
or go to markkurian.com or go to bhlmagazine.com. By the way, I just have to tell this quick story real quick. went to Starbucks and they asked me my name and I said it's Mark with a K. Okay. And when I got my Starbucks order, it was Karc. Kark.
What?
Mark with a K. They put the K at the beginning. Mark with a K. Yeah. That was a new one. That was
I cannot with people are I can't. Okay. I love you. Thank you so much for
I love
this
you so much.
heartfelt morning. I love you. You are a gem on this planet, on this earth, and in my heart. And Andrew and I are so grateful to have you in our lives, but I got to know you first.
You
So,
did. You have known me longer than you've known Andrew.
yeah. And I can't believe I met you guys around the same time. That is wild. That is wild. What an iconic time.
Yeah.
Thanks
Okay,
for
I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for joining. See
Mwah.
ya.